One small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
And so they did, as he lifted the Oscar for Best Actor for Joker. When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? Exclaims Joker, his life being the biggest joke. Todd Phillips' antagonist Arthur Fleck, played by Joaquin Phoenix, is a loser clown who suffers a neurological problem that makes him burst out into cynical laughs at inopportune times. He struggles to make something, however inconsequential, of his grim life by renting out his talent to become a placard-holding joker at outlets, only to be demeaned and bullied by striplings. His vile guffaw is a mask to his abrasive pain that he suffers from not being able to do what he wants to, that he finally will. Projecting the ugly class divide and moral decay that wrecks this funny guy's world, it's brilliant allegorically. Instances make mentally unstable Arthur to do bad things. His trauma that the society doesn't value the downtrodden or the mentally ill gradually descends into insanity and nihilism. You'd empathize with him, hankering for love, attention, and fame. But mind you will never love him. Arthur, idolizing TV host Murray Franklin, played by Robert De Niro, aspires to be a wannabe stand-up comedian, despite miserably failing at comedy. He also wants to be on this flamboyant talk show, which he eventually will. All these unfulfilled fantasies, intertwined with unchecked mental illness, lashes out in this noir grandeur, dark, disturbing film. The film seemingly humanizes the antagonist, looking at his extreme ordeal, but no way wants to glorify his insane, violent war waged against society's selfishness and moral collapse. One should never take home the darkness that glorifies violence. Watch this film for grounded character study. Todd Phillips' Joker is not even remotely close to Heath Ledger, nor is even trying to emulate it. Arthur Fleck basks in his own merit. Arthur's inhibitions, trauma in the infected city, his longings are all real. His laughs are anything but funny, that reveal his rotten insides, focusing on mental health and how imperative it is not to overlook the damaged mind. Enjoy the traces of Robert De Niro's king of comedy. You gotta start at the bottom. That's where I am, at the bottom. That's a perfect place to start. Unfortunately for Arthur Fleck, the bottom is the abominable place that stinks of decay, and the only way to rise from there is revolt. Topics touched: the vintage setup of the 80s, the staging of the prominent talk show reminiscent of the king of comedy, alienation and oppression of the downtrodden, and finally the sewing in of the cultural revolution against the wealthy in a decaying Gotham city. Joaquin Phoenix's brilliant acting. That deranged dance down the staircase, oh wow. His psychopathic giggles, disturbed body language. And the final nemesis befitting the maniacal Joker.